The guy supposedly had 2 years of experience. I didn't. I didn't know what I was doing. We didn't have GPS back then. We were all looking at the map, and I was like, well, hey, we can take 70 all the way across over there to Utah, and then take one of them, you know, U.S. highways up towards Salt Lake City. Well, guess what? Big mistake. Alrighty, well, good morning, everybody. Here we are. Let's go get another load. This one is also pretty short. It's only about 150 miles, I believe. I gotta get up to Iowa, Bloomfield, Iowa to be exact. Pick it up and run it straight through to Carlton, Missouri. And from there, we are just gonna deadhead home because tomorrow they are calling for some snow here in Missouri, and we don't like snow, buddy. No sir, I do not like snow. Great. Now I'm gonna have to pass him up there because he's gonna be going pretty slow. It's all right, buddy. It's all right. All respect in the world for farmers, guys. All respect. Those guys are the reason we have food and stuff. So just whenever you see a farmer out there, a big piece of farming machinery moving slow, I know sometimes it can be annoying, just like slow moving semi trucks, but you gotta show respect where it's due, you know? Okay, let's pass this guy real quick. Respect, brother, respect. Thank you for slowing down for me. That's how it should be. Whenever you see a semi truck or whoever try to pass you, don't be a dickhead, okay? Don't speed up just because they're trying to pass you. Slow down, tap your brakes a little bit, let him in, you know. And this road right here is Missouri State Route 15. And I tell you what, I'm really glad I came this way because my GPS was gonna take me somewhere else, but kind of zoomed in a little bit. I was like, I don't really like that way. So here I am going on Missouri State Route 50 North, and I am glad I came this way, man. The speed limit is 55. We are doing the speed limit. But anyway, I don't want to incriminate myself, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. If you ever need to go on Missouri State Route 15 north of US 36 in Shelbina, Missouri, do not be afraid, guys. This road is very nice. How about a turn signal a little bit earlier, Grandma? So I can know where you're going. Yes, Grandma. Stop over here, get me a drink. Are those diesel pumps? Hell. Alrighty. Well, let's go. Continue our journey to Iowa. Yeah, buddy. I would not like to live right there in that house on this, especially on this caravan. You have one of these drivers chugging down the road one night and he finds himself in your bedroom right there with his truck. I don't know. Sometimes I'm driving out in the country in the middle of nowhere and I see like a guy has 50 acres of freaking land, like even more, and he's built the house like right next to a road. Like I don't know, is there a reason for that? Maybe like to get to the plumbing stuff, electrical stuff. I don't know. I mean, there has to be a reason. But if I had a choice, if I had a lot of land, I would build it as far away from the road as I could to avoid all the car noise and stuff. But I don't know. There probably has to be a reason, but there's a reason for everything. I don't know what's the reason that I'm yapping this much this morning, but hey, it is what it is, buddy. It is what it is. All right. Earlier today, I submitted paperwork to the factoring company to get paid for one of my drivers. He got $250 truck order not used, and I sent that in to factoring company. And even on their app, there's a place where you can mark that it's a truck order not used, so you don't need bill of lading or anything. You just need a rate confirmation. And I sent it in, and they're still emailing me. They're like, there's an issue with your paperwork. You're missing bill of lading. And I'm like, and I replied back, read the stupid paperwork, guys. Okay, it says truck order not used, and I even marked it in a freaking app, and you still sending me this crap. Like, do you not read the paperwork before? Like, what is going on? I'm telling you guys, this factoring company used to be so good when they were small, when I just started out a long time ago. But right now they are so big, you can't get anybody on the phone and nothing. Whenever I call and it says, to hold your place in line, please press 1. And I press 1, and then the lady over there, whatever automated thing, say, there are 67 people ahead of you. I'm like, dang, there's 67 people waiting. That is ridiculous. They need to hire more people. All right, Memphis, Missouri, population 1,822 people. All right, I don't know if I've ever been here. It looks very familiar, but I cannot remember. I don't think I have been here. Actually, I take that back. I have been here. I've delivered to Dollar General. There's a Dollar General just up that way to the right, up on top of that hill. It's on the left-hand side. So, yep, I have been here. I'm telling you, once I've been somewhere, I cannot forget it for some reason. Oh, this hill here is pretty good. Oh yeah, right next to that Dollar General, there's like a diner or something. I ordered a steak to go, and the steak sucked. It was like one of the worst freaking steaks I've ever had in my life. I just wasted the money. Like, because they cooked it on a griddle. You know, I thought it was going to be grilled like, you know, it's supposed to be over the flame. But nah, they just did it on a griddle, charged me about like $20 and said, hey buddy, good luck. So I couldn't complain or anything because I had already left. So it is what it is. All right, let me tell you all a story about my very first trip when I just started driving and how I almost, well, in my eyes, I almost died. Well, I had got my driver's license in December of 2005, and nobody wanted to hire me because my driving record was terrible. I had like a lot of tickets. I had like 11 tickets, like reckless, careless driving, 3 speeding tickets, bunch of other stuff. Because I was young and stupid with very fast cars. I applied for Swift, but unfortunately, when the recruiter called me, she didn't ask if I had any tickets. I didn't say I had any tickets. So I even tried to drive for Swift, but they wouldn't hire me. Imagine that. Just imagine how terrible you have to be for Swift not to hire you. So I went to orientation in Kansas City. I drove there for no reason, stayed at a hotel one night, they paid for it. And next morning, a van picked all of us up. We went and to like orientation, whatever. And they're checking everybody's records, you know, and stuff. And they called me in the office. I was like, oh shit, this is not good. And the lady's like, oh, you have like a lot of tickets. We are unfortunately not going to be able to hire you until August of 2008. I was like, damn. But remember, that was in December of 2005, just after I got my license. So anyway, this one guy from St. Louis, I kind of knew him, but I didn't know he was driving. So he was like, well, I need a co-driver to drive. Let's go drive for Saya, those double trailers. So I was like, okay, sweet. This one guy, he had a DWI and he couldn't drive anymore, so he let us drive a truck. So I go to St. Louis, get in the truck with him. We hook up to 2 empty trailers from St. Louis at Saya Terminal, and we go to Kansas City. From Kansas City, we hook up to 2 loaded trailers, and we are on our way to Salt Lake City, Utah. Well, the guy supposedly had 2 years of experience. I didn't know what I was doing. We didn't have GPS back then. We were all looking at the map, and I was like, well, hey, we can take 70 all the way across over there to Utah, and then take one of them, you know, U.S. highways up towards Salt Lake City. Well, guess what? Big mistake. We shouldn't have done that. Because it was January. This is January 2006. So we head on to Kansas. We didn't have any money to pay for tolls, so we had to go around tolls. Because I was broke whenever I just started. I didn't have any money. You know, I quit my job and stuff. But we get to Denver. I think I drove to Denver, and I wasn't feeling very good for some reason. So I shut down there at I don't know what was it, or Aurora, Colorado. It was either Flying J or like a pilot. So we shut down there, and I go to sleep, and he's driving. All of a sudden, he's like, "Get up, motherfucker! We gotta jump out of truck." I was like, "Holy shit, what's going on?" So I jump out of bed, pull the curtains, and we are like big ass freaking storm, snowstorm. Like, I mean, like, it's unbelievable. And we are going down a hill, and his brakes are not working because he didn't know how to use engine brake, and he didn't know how to brake properly. He was just, but remember, he was supposed to have 2 years of experience, which he did, but he was not. He bought his driver's license. Like, he lives in St. Louis. His driver's license is from Washington State. By how, I mean, and he never went to freaking Washington State. He just bought it. But anyway, poor me, I jump up, I put my Carhartt on and my shoes. I was like, I'm holding on to a door. I'm ready to jump out. We're going down the road. The air buzzers are going off, and you know, the brakes are not working. But luckily, just after that downhill, there was an uphill, and a truck stopped. And right there on the right, somewhere, it was like a pull-off area for trucks, like a small rest area. It's been a long time. I can't really remember exactly what it was, but it was some kind of rest area. So we stopped there, and we go to sleep. In the morning, our dispatchers called us. They're like, where are you guys? And we're like, well, we're stuck over here. We weren't able to drive last night because it was snowing. And then they're like, well, all the other drivers are able to drive fine. Where are you guys? We're like, we're over here on 70 in the freaking Rockies. And they're like, guys, you're not supposed to be going that way. So it turns out I didn't know because it was my first day. What we were supposed to do, we were supposed to take, what is that? 29, I believe, up towards Omaha. And then from Omaha, take 80 all the way across Nebraska over there, Wyoming into Salt Lake City, Utah. But his dumbass took us over took us over the Rockies in January, bro. That was so freaking bad. I really thought I was gonna die that day, but hey, obviously I didn't. Here I am, yapping away still. But yeah, and then another story about the same guy. So we finished out 1 week or two, I think, driving for Saia, but it wasn't Saia truck. We were running as owner operators for this other guy that got a DWI and he couldn't drive anymore, so he put us in his truck. So I live before you get to St. Louis, so this load was going to St. Louis, and I was like, well, you drop me off here, and from St. Louis we're probably gonna be going west anyway, and you pick me up on Monday. Well, they called him up to go and pick up 2 trailers on Monday. He went in, and guess what? The motherfucker was drunk. He went in to a Saia terminal drunk. They smelled alcohol on him, and they fired both of our asses. I was like, damn, bro. But yeah, it was freaking crazy at the beginning, man. And then me and him, we were in the same truck. We went up to Joliet, Illinois, to drive for a company called Compass Trucking. It's like the same company that sells trucks right now, but they have like a truck stop up there in Chicago area, I believe, and they have they rent trailers. So they're out of trucking business, you know, as far as having drivers and stuff. They just sell stuff, have truck stops and whatnot, which is a smart move. You don't want to deal with stupid drivers like myself. But yeah, we drove for them for a little bit. We started to not get along very well. You know, he was cussing a lot, and one day he was cussing at me down in Memphis because I made a little mistake right there on the 40. And I grabbed the knife. I was like, say one more word, motherfucker. Say it. I'll fucking cut you right here. And he crawled into a sleeper like a dog and just stayed there all the way down to Texarkana when he took over. But yeah, then he got out of the truck. And, you know, a few weeks later, and I was on my own for a little bit. And yeah. Good times, good times. Alrighty, well, we are in Iowa. We got 17 more miles to go. Not too bad, not too bad. it's this place right over here on the left. These jackasses didn't say that you need tanker endorsement. But guess what? I have tanker endorsement, buddy. Yes, sir. Well, I wish I knew that they needed tanker endorsement. Honestly, I could have gotten more money, but they did not disclose that. Let's check in with this dude over here. Hey, well, here we are. Bloomfield, Iowa. Already backed in, they're gonna load it off the ground. And like I said, I know a guy that was supposed to pick up here. He came here, he saw how this looked, and he would not back in. He didn't want to pick up a load. He refused. He was like, I'm gonna get stuck. You can't fucking get stuck here, bro. There's no freaking way, because the ground is too hard. There's too many rocks. I understand if it was just like that, if it was just grass, then yeah, you would get stuck. But if they have a lot of rock like this, you can see all them rocks, you're not gonna get stuck. You still might, but not here, definitely. I've hauled these, whatever they are, I call them totes, but I've hauled these whenever they're loaded. And boy, it is not fun. Especially like one time I was running from Baytown, Texas, all the way up to Milwaukee with these. And they are fine if they are filled up all the way. But whenever they're full, like to here, you know, not all the way, then they splash around all over, and it makes the truck really unstable while you're driving. So my buddy, he drove 130 deadhead miles yesterday up to Quincy, Illinois. And when he got there, they said, let me see your driver's license. He showed him his driver's license, and they refused to load him because he didn't have a tanker endorsement. But nobody told him that he needed one, which is kind of stupid, really. Most of the times they'll tell you you need a tanker endorsement and the load pays better than a regular load, but this time they didn't tell him for some reason. So it looks like they clean it right here. They ship him loaded from whatever in the United States, and then they might be going over here to this place, and whenever they get done using him, they bring him over here across the street, they clean him up, and they send him back to where they came from. So I've hauled these from, what is it, Marinette, Wisconsin, all the way down to Axis, Alabama, down by Mobile, Alabama. And there was 10 of them, 25,000 pounds. So the best way to strap these down is to throw a strap over it and then strap it over here in the wall. You don't want to strap it over here from this side because you're gonna get this stuff damaged. It might even break, you know, because it's a very brittle plastic. So the best way to strap them up is from the top. I strapped down all 10 of them. I had 10 totes, 25,000 pounds. It was a very freaking good load. Paying very good. Look at all this filth. I really gotta get the truck washed and the trailer. It is so dirty. All right, let's see what we have here. Okay, so my straps are still there. Don't need to strap it. No, sir. Alrighty. Let's get out of here. What do we have here? Looks like we need some diesel. Well, I barely ever run it down dead low. Basically never. I mean, I don't ever let the red light comes on. It came on a few times, but hey, it happens. But this week, I've noticed that diesel prices have been jumping up quite a bit, and I am always hoping that, hey, tomorrow it's gonna be less. Tomorrow it's gonna be less. Well, guess what? It is not less today than it was yesterday. In fact, it is more money. So we're gonna have to make a little detour. It's not really a detour, but it's not the original route that I planned. So I can stop by Casey's and get some diesel. I'm going to Casey's again. It is what it is. They have the best price, like 35 cents cheaper than the next one. So yeah, we're gonna go there. Not gonna fill it up all the way. Maybe just put in like 50 gallons or something, and yeah, to get us home, and we'll go from there. Alrighty, so Unionville, Missouri, that's where we're gonna fill it up. Not fill it up, put like 50, maybe 75 gallons max. Okay, now which way do I get in here? I'm gonna spin it around and come in from this side. Will I be able to do it? Come on, you're a professional, buddy. You can do it. You can do it! I just need a little bit, just a little bit to get me to where I need to be. Casey's, you dirty ass motherfuckers, empty these things. All right, let's go give them a mud flip code so they can get this pump started. Let's use the facilities first before we start pumping. Alrighty, ooh, what is he doing here? No, Mr. Trooper, do not pull me over, buddy. I didn't do anything, motherfucker. Alright. Hopefully that cocksucker is not there, but I'm trying to leave because I will have to honk at his ass to move, because I will need all the space I can get to make a left turn out of this place. That's all I need. That is all that I need from you, Casey's. It looks like the cop moved. He was just here waiting for somebody. Maybe his boyfriend. I don't know. All right. Now let's go inside, get this receipt.
Do you have Casey's rewards?
No.
No. There you go.
All right, thank you very much.
Have a great day.
You too. Alrighty, got our receipt. It is time to go. She didn't even ask for a truck number or anything, which is totally fine by me. I do not need any of that crap. Oh, hey there, big feller. All right. I think I got this. Just gotta watch over for that curve right there on the left with the little piece of grass. You see, I'm glad he moved. Otherwise, I would have to honk at his ass to move. And I know he wouldn't be happy about it, but why should I care? As long as I'm happy. Well, I wouldn't be happy either because he would probably pull my ass over and say, illegal use of horn, buddy. Illegal my ass. If you're gonna park on private property, buddy, go and park in a parking spot. Do not sit on the exit. Okay, yeah, I got it. All right, and I didn't run over the curb at all. I was like 3 feet away from it, so yeah, buddy. Looks like a bunch of other drivers did, but hey, I didn't do it. That's all that counts to me. Whenever you guys get to a tight place or somewhere where you see, it's kind of fishy, man, I don't know if I should be here, I don't know how I'm gonna get out, I don't know how I'm gonna park or whatnot, just get out of your truck and walk your ass down the alley and see what's going on. Assess the situation before you start driving your truck in, because you might not be able to get out that easy, you know, because it looks fine, there's a lot of room going in, but then once you get back there, you can't turn around, you know, and trying to back out of some of these places on the street is ridiculous. Okay, how about less yapping and turn your GPS on, because I don't even know if I was supposed to come this way after the Casey's. So let's see, Carrollton, Missouri. Oh, okay, you see? Whew. I am glad I turned my GPS on, buddy, because I'm supposed to turn right here. Oh, that was close. And back to the news. Reporting live from the Missouri State Route 5, 12 miles north of Milan, Missouri. We have concluded that this road sucks, bro. Oh, man. It is el terrible, brother. El terrible. Feels like I'm in Oklahoma on 69 again, or any interstate in Indiana. All right, we are on a much better road now, which is Missouri State Route 6. Chugging along towards West Side. potholes are a killer. Hell, I think this weekend, if it's not too cold and if we don't get too much snow tomorrow, I'm going to change the shocks on the truck. Maybe get it to ride a little bit better. Okay, he said there's a dock down here somewhere. I don't see the dock. All right. Oh, there's a dock. It's dug up in the ground. All right. They should really put like a fence around here or something, because somebody might drive into them motherfucker. As long as you get it off my truck, I'll be fine. Alrighty, well, that is it for this video. Thank you everybody for watching and following along. I appreciate you guys. Stay safe out there and take care.